10 minutes after he left his home, Gerald was 40 miles from his grandmother's house. Then 22 minutes after he left, he was 34 miles from her house. If he was traveling towards his grandmother's house at a constant rate and reached her house in 90 minutes, how far away from her house does he live? So 10 minutes after he left, so 10 minutes, and then miles, he was 40. 22 minutes after he left, he was 34. So he traveled, it took him 12 minutes to travel 6 miles. So if it took 12 minutes for 6 miles, then it would take him 2 minutes for 1 mile. So he reached her house in 90 minutes. So if we do 90 divided by 2, that's 45. So he went 45 miles. Write the inequality represented by the graph at right. So first I need to find the equation of the line. So we go, the y-intercept is -1, and it looks like the slope, looks like here we have a point. So we go over 1, 2, 3, and up 1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks like the slope is y, or is rise is 4, run is 3, so 4/3 x minus 1 because we started -1. And we need to know, is it greater than, well, we know it's going to be greater than or less than, not equal to, because the line is dashed. And we shaded above the line, so we want y to be greater than 4/3 x minus 1. Find the real solutions to the equations below using any method of your choice. So first I'm going to put these in a x squared plus bx plus c equals 0 form. So I'm going to, let's see, subtract 2 from both sides. 2x squared minus 2 equals -3x. Add 3x. 2x squared plus 3x minus 2 equals 0. So I'm going to try to factor it. So make my box and my diamond. Inside my box I have 2x squared, -2. So the product gives me -4x squared, and the sum is 3x. Two numbers that multiply to make -4 and add to make 3 would be 4x and -x. So those go here. So we'll have 2x and x. This would be 2, and that would be -1. So this equals x plus 2 times 2x minus 1 equals 0. Now I can use the zero product property. X plus 2 equals 0, or 2x minus 1 equals 0. So x equals -2, or x equals 1/2. Alright, on this one I noticed that we've got a square right here. So I'm going to move the 4 to the other side so that we can take the square root of both sides to solve this equation. So we get 2x minus 3 squared equals -4. I already see a problem because something squared can't equal a negative number. But if I were to undo it and take the square root of both sides, here's the problem. I can't take the square root of a negative number, so this problem has no solution. The GPAs of a sample of community college applicants were selected and listed in ascending order below. So ascending order means from least to greatest. Find the 5-number summary So the 5-number summary includes the median, maximum, minimum, first quartile, third quartile. So I'm going to put them in order. So the median or minimum, and then first quartile, Q1, median, Q3, and then maximum. So to find the minimum, it's just the smallest one, 1.58. The maximum is 4.29. To find the median, I'm going to cross off at the beginning and at the end. So now I have two numbers right here. I have to find what's exactly in the middle of 2.83 and 2.99. So to do that, I'm going to find the average of them. I'm going to do 2.83 plus 2.99 divided by 2. And I'll do that on a calculator. 2.83 plus 2.99 is 5.82 divided by 2. 2.91. So the median is 2.91. Now to find the first quartile, I need to find the middle of the first half of the data. So I include this number because the median was right in the middle here. So I cross off. And again, I need to find what's right in the middle of 2.46 and 2.5. And it's going to be 2.48. I already know that. Same thing with the third quartile. I cross off my ends. I must have done something wrong because I should get the same number of data points. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 9 is 18. I must have done something wrong with the median. Let's see. Let me double check my median. Those two, those two, those two. That one and that one. This one and that one. This one and this one. That one and that one. That one and that one. Okay, my median's right. So let me try again. I cross off here and here. Here and here. Here and here. 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 Here and here, here and here, and then I get one number. Did I mess up on my first one? Oh, because I never crossed off 2.83 to find my first quartile. So my first quartile is wrong. Let me try that again. 2.83 and 1.58. There and there. There and there. There and there. There and there, there, and there. So my first quartile is actually 2.46. My third quartile is 3.49. On the grid below, create a combination box plot and histogram. Use an interval of 0.5 on the x-axis. Okay. So, I'm going to create my bins, or my classes. So I have class and then frequency. So for my classes, I'm going to start with 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and 3 to 4. Oh, maybe that's why it wanted me to do 1.5. Never mind. I'll do 0.5 to 1, 1 to 1.5, 1.5 to 2, 2 to 2.5, 2.5 to 3, 3 to 3.5, 3.5 to 4, and 4 to 4.5. So then the frequency of 0.5 to 1, well, I'm starting at 1.58, so that would be 0. 1 to 1.5 would be 0. 1.58 to 2. Let's see, there'd be 1, 2 in there. 2 to 2.5 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, because we said less than or equal to 2.5. 2.5 to 3 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can't see that. 6, 7. 3 to 3.5 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3.5 to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 4 to 4.5 would be 1. So now I can make my histogram. I'll start with 0, 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5. So in the 0.5 to 1, we have nothing. In the 1 to 1.5, we've got nothing. Let me label the y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay. So in our first bin is 1.5 to 2. We've got 2. So that's right there. 2 to 2.5, we have 5. 2.5 to 3 is 7. 3 to 3.5 is 6. 3.5 to 4 is 5. And 4 to 4.5 is 1. So there's the histogram. It's relatively symmetrical. Now to make the box plot, the minimum is 1.58. So that's just ahead of 1.5. Q1 is 2.46, just below 2.5. Median is 2.91, just below 3. Q3 is 3.49, just below 3.5. So here's the box. And then the maximum is 4.29, which would be right about here.
Please excuse this interruption. Rafael Magaña Ramos, please report to the help.